still not subscribed to the partition, you know, it's a lot of ways that you can do this besides watching all the content. But before we start, always remember, go to the channels link. Every show that we have, you can always see every show before everybody else see the show. But besides that, always remember, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, put it on all. Until then, always remember, anything is possible. Thank you for choosing the partition. Now let's get into the show. Anything is possible. Peace. I know, she worked at the club I used to work at.
Porn, some people could clock in, and you know, money is money. See that? Man, that was easy, man. My fans know who I am.
My son got me this with my dad, so I can always have him with me whenever I do the show.
Hold on, wait. I want to laugh.
Welcome back to Choppin' Up with Lil Ron. In the studio, I have a very special guest. This guest is an ultimate entrepreneur, from building sets for people to come to. The list go on and on. This lady is like the queen of actually doing all of these things. I want you guys to welcome the one and only Queen Vale. I got it right?
You got it. Thank you
Yes.
for having me, Lil Ron. I appreciate it.
Yes, you know, I really wanted to get you on the show. Me and your husband have like a lot of history together. We met a year ago with Iconics. He actually put us together, and it's an honor to have you on the show and what you do. But what I do is everybody that come on the show, I always make them introduce themselves to my fans, because some of my fans may know you and some may not know you, and your fans obviously know who you are. Kind of give us a little rundown of who you are, and we got it from there.
Okay. Well, my name is Meoka McBride, a.k.a. Queen Vibe. I'm the founder and CEO of Heels Out, which is Houston's sexiest ladies' night experience. I host events for women where they get to have a fun night out, only women, and learn a sexy dance and have a good time around other like-minded women. That's one of my business. That's my company. I'm also a business coach, a choreographer, and a dancer.
You know something? You said something that caught my attention.
What'd I say?
You said heels. And you said dancing. And the first thing come to my mind is somebody working the pole. So let's make sure I'm all right before I get started. Let's make sure. Now, when you say dancing and heels, do you do pole dancing classes?
Well, let me start with this. I actually have been dancing since I was 9 years old. At that time, my mom couldn't afford to put me in school, so she started a praise dance team at her church. So that was my first experience in dancing. We didn't do any technical dance because my mom wasn't a dance teacher. She just was doing the best she could. But my mom can like lead anything. So she had this group going. She had us traveling to different churches. No technical training. That's just where I learned that I really loved to. I wasn't afraid to dance in front of people. I really loved it. Once I got into middle school, I took gymnastics. That's where I learned a little bit of technique, gained my flexibility. After that, I was sold that I didn't want to do gymnastics. I was so scared of all of that stuff. And I said, well, I'm already, in middle school. It's too late for me to pursue being a gymnast. So what's the next best thing? That was dance. So I got into dance in high school, joined the drill team, became the first African-American captain on my drill team in the history of that school. And when I got done with high school, decided to pursue dance in college. So I dedicated my life to dance. I majored in dance with a BFA at Sam Houston State University, Eat 'em Up Cats. And after that, I danced professionally in a modern dance company here in Houston called Urban Souls Dance Company. That's a modern dance company. Did that for about 4 seasons. After that, I resigned, was still teaching dance in Houston as a dance teacher, and then I ended up resigning from that to pursue my own company. So can I dance on a pole? No, I tried. It was really bad. But can I do a lot of other types of dancing? Yes.
But you know, a lot of people, when they think of dance and
heels,
they in heels, they think,
yes,
hey, man,
pole.
Man, the pole, man, and they be thinking, hey, man, is the king. I wonder, can she teach me how to work the pole? Can they get me to go up and down? So that answer.
I can teach you how to be sexy, but going up the pole, you don't want me.
Well, you know, when I used to go to the club, and it's going to be kind of bad, this is back in my D1 days when I went to the club, I used to I admire women that has pretty feet and they wear some nice heels that then they have a good frame to them. In my eyes, I like my favorite thing with a woman, especially when we used to go to the club, had them women that would just stand in one spot and they can make they whole thighs and everything move. I'm just being. I watch this stuff all the time. I go to the club.
Look, everybody we know what little Ron like now.
Man, I'm looking. If they light skinned, I'm in trouble, man. Because like, I'm looking. I'm like, man. I'm like, wow, man. These girls, they like really working. And some of them can actually dance in one spot. And whenever I think a lot of dances that I thought about back in my days. Remember that Sean Paul?
Yes.
When I think about like dances like that, yes, man, yes. I like dances like that. Mm-hmm. Now, question I want to ask is gonna be the ultimate thing. Now, you said Sam Houston, so the one I'm thinking about, I think y'all White and Orange, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
I went to a few of y'all parties, man. I was like about 15, 16 years old. I used to go to the little college. Yeah, hey, don't ask me how I got in. Don't ask me how I got in, but I got in there. I was in there, man. My cousin Nicole Dixon at the time. Mm-hmm. She went to Sam Houston, and there's a guy that she used to date. Mm-hmm. He used to come down there to see my cousin, so I used to ride with him down there to go down there to go see him. And we used to go to this little club, this little party thing that they had. Mm-hmm. Looked like it was like a little house or something like that. But man, I was pretty young. He got me in there. But when the stuff I seen, I was up in there. I'm like, I ain't had no business being there. But hey,
15,
I was in. Hey man, I was in that thing. I'm telling you, I was in that thing. I was like, I said, man, this is nice, man. Because my cousin was driving a Suzuki Sidekick. If I'm not mistaken, she was actually driving that. But yes, now dance. What actually made you want to like branch off and say, hey, look, I want to do my own thing. I want to have my own business. I want to teach my own people. And do you have to be certified? Because some people say you got to be certified to do this. Do you have to be certified to teach people how to dance, or you just do it and you don't have to be certified?
I would say if it's a technical dance like ballet, modern, contemporary, those I would say, yes, you do need to be certified or just not even certified. I did major in dance. Did I have to major in dance? Mm-hmm. I did because I didn't have any technical training. My mom couldn't put me in any kind of dance studio. So could I have done the same thing I did without majoring in dance and getting that I can't think degree? Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely, yes. And we're now looking back at my dad, I wish I could have, but you don't have to have that. The experience of it was nice, going to college and being able to train like that. But you don't need that. You just need someone who's experienced, who knows what they're talking about, understands the body development, and can train you correctly.
Yeah, these girls now, these modern day girls / women. They think it's all about the twerking. That's all they think about, man. As long as I can make my butt move, I'm actually good. If I'm not mistaken, when you said dance, didn't you do some work with Mikhail Rose?
I did. I choreographed for
I know I saw that on the video. I remember seeing that. I think, was y'all like in front of a glass mirror?
We were in front of mirrors, yes.
Yes, I seen that, man. My favorite song of hers is Strawberry and Whipped Cream. I always talk about it all the time.
You like the R&B.
Yes, I like the original Mikhail Rose. The other one, the stuff she do now, there's nothing wrong with it. I like it. Yes. It's good stuff that she do, but I really like Strawberries and Whipped Cream. And I like videos like the 3-2-1 video. I like that one when she did it with the girl on the pole.
Airless,
Yes, like stuff like that. I like unique, different things. Now, besides that, doing the dance, what's the other business that you actually do besides dance?
Well, I will say, how did I know that I wanted to do my own thing? You asked how did I know that? When I majored in dance, when I got done out of college, I just wanted to dance. I didn't care. I have kids, but I was like, I would have been that woman that would have been waiting tables just to have that experience to dance professionally. That's how much I loved it. But I think what pushed me into the business side was because I had kids. And I wanted to just take care of them to the best of my ability. I was a high school teacher for about 11 years.
What?
And yeah, I taught dance at high school for 11 years, at Lamar High School and Bel Air High School. And so, when you become a teacher, you literally can see your salary layout if you teach 5 years, 10 years. And I looked and I said, okay, well, I want to make $60,000 right now. And I looked and I saw how long it would take for me to make $60,000. And I was like, oh no. I was like, this ain't gonna work. So that's when I knew that I needed to do something more, because being a teacher alone wasn't going to give me the lifestyle that I felt like I wanted, that I deserved. I love teaching, but there was a certain idea, vision in my mind of how I wanted to live. So that's when I knew that I wanted to do something on my own, branch off. So aside from dancing, Heels Out, my other company is business coaching.
Oh.
And that came from Heels Out. I was in MLM, multi-level marketing, for some years. And that's when I feel like I became a GOAT. I always tell people multi-level marketing is like boot camp for business. If you can actually stick in an MLM and really take it all in and learn, man, you can become a GOAT, because you got to grow thick skin. You're going to be reaching out. It's a numbers game. You got to reach out to people. You got to hear them tell you no. You got to be consistent. You got to follow up. And so those things I learned grit through MLM. And I was able to apply that to my business. Now I still use a lot of those techniques. And so after my business, I've had my business for like 4 years, since 2018.
Wow.
I was like, when I feel comfortable enough, I'm going to share. I'm going to help people, because I wish I would have had help.
And I was the same way. When I actually got into doing what I'm doing right now, I didn't have no experience. I did music back in the days. I built computers, I did networking. I used to sell candles. A lot of people don't know. I did so many things.
We're learning a lot from you today.
Hey, you know what, man? Hey, somebody asked me the other day about them candles, man. I told them I may have to bring them things back, man. I had so many different candles. Every candle, I had one that it was called Kool-Aid. It smelled just like Kool-Aid. One that smelled like lemonade. Man, it was all, man, I had so many different ones. But I wanted to, some people are afraid to actually get out there and actually learn certain stuff. When I decided to actually do this, I said to myself, hey, man, I'm going to jump in it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to research it. And I decided, in fact, my book comes out next month. It's actually going to come out next month. Probably at the end of this month, I probably drop. Between the end of this month or next month, but I got a book coming out. I actually teach you all of the steps to everything I did to get every award I got. It's all in that book. And I'm going to take me 2 years to actually go do it. When I wrote the first book, I wrote it in 7 days.
Nice.
7 days. I told myself, man, I'm writing this book. 7 days, this is how we're going to do it. Speaking of marketing, I'm teaming up with a lady named Ashley Lachey. And Ashley Lachey and I and Valencia and some more other people, we actually trying to do a business networking meeting. And I was going to have it, you know how you go like to a poetry thing, open poetry? And when you go there, they always look for somebody to come up and go to the stage with poetry.
Like open mic.
I want to do that with business. So like basically you got a whole bunch of business people you invite. They come into the venue. Once they get to the venue.
Sign up.
There you go. And I want to actually have it when we get to the venue, I get a chance to talk to them and the floor will be open. Somebody walk up and you say, hey, I'm a coach. I'm a media coach. And they look like, media coach? She don't look like no coach. Yeah, I'm a coach. I do this and that and this. Right. If my services is needed, here's my information. You guys can take it down. The next person come up. Keep it like that. Open the floor to everybody can come. I want to do that because I want to change the way that we think as business people, because everybody don't think the same. Some people think one way. Other people think another way. Some people may see something you have and I have and get discouraged and feel like, I got to have a lot of money to do that. Man, ain't nobody going to accept me. Not knowing that they can accept you.
Right.
Now, one question that I do have to ask. All this stuff that you do you ever get tired?
Oh, absolutely. 100%. 100% human over here. 100% bad days, good days. There are days I get really tired. And it's a lot, the saying, to whom is much required, much, or to whom much is given, much is required. And I don't think some people are given more than others. It's just some people accept the calling a little bit more. So I've accepted the calling to multiple things in my life, which requires more of me. I do have a good support system. I mean, I feel like even my guy Lafayette is very supportive. My kids, my family, my friends are supportive. But at the end of the day, it's you and it's what you do in your effort. And sometimes it can be exhausting. So I know one of the things I do try to do is listen to books. And anytime I feel like my tank is getting low, most likely it's because I haven't been feeding myself or listening to things to keep me uplifted. Because how else can you expect, even for you to run an empire, to to run or to get to your goal without feeding yourself good things? Because it's impossible. You're going to get tired.
And it was so funny that you said that. One of my other friends had said that. He said, man, you got an empire. You got an empire. I said, no. He said, what you mean? I said, I have an entourage. I said, I want to be different, because when you think of empire, they think about the show. I want an entourage of people that consist of myself, whether they black, they white, I don't care what color they are. I want to make sure we have a whole big entourage that we actually all look out for each other. I'm actually trying to build an alliance.
Yeah.
And this alliance, I want to consist of business people like Lafayette, like myself, like you, like Kato, like Khalid. Man, I want so many business people. And in that circle, if somebody goes and they want to do an event, in that circle, Lafayette will be the only person. It wouldn't be another person to come in that circle. So if we all are business people within this circle, if you a coach, if somebody in our circle, hey man, my friend looking for a coach, bing, hey, we not sitting on my side, we were sitting right there. Hey man, somebody looking for a place to host the event, boom, hey man, we got no wife, let's go to Lafayette. We keep that money in the family and keep it flowing within the circle. Lafayette say, hey man, I got a friend of mine, bro, that wants to do a photo shoot or want to do a short film. You think you can do it? Boom, hey man, let me hit Ron up. Hey man, Ron, dude, I got somebody that want to do this. That's the way we keep the money circulating. That's how the Hispanics do it. That's how the people, the Chinese people do it. A lot of them cultures, they do that. They keep it in a circle. Our culture, we feel like if this man is doing something, he's doing more than me. Nah, I don't want to do it. We see her doing her stuff. Man, I don't want to do nothing with her. I'm going over here. I'm finna go pay somebody else to do it. In reality, they don't know the information they can obtain from us and what they can get from us and help. I get so many people come on and say, how much you charge to come on your show? So I do it for free, man. You got to pay me anything. I bring you on for free because their network and their team is the key important thing because their following is going to come to me. And that's why I say, hey, man, don't worry about it. I get my costs at the end.
Yeah, on the back end.
Yes, they don't understand that. Now, one last question I do want to ask. Do y'all have a clothing line?
Heels Out, we do have a merch store. We do have a merch store finally. It's through Teesprings. Don't ask me to tell you what it is because I cannot remember right now. But we do. We have tanks, shirts, hoodies, bikers, leggings, all that kind of stuff. So for our Heels Out tribe, we've been going for about 4 years. So we got a tribe out there for them and people who just want to sport it. We do have merchandise available.
Do you have your own heels? That may sound crazy.
Ooh, now, I've been told, I'm not going to say who told me that I should do that. It's my guy that I should have heels. But you know what? It is something that I do plan to bring on board. Because how can you have a company like this without heels?
Heels. Because
we got to have a kitten heel. We got to have, the progress, the stiletto. So I will say, yes, I will manifest that is coming soon.
Okay, well, this is another
And y'all
thing.
heard it here first.
and we're going to be behind that because we're going to shoot the commercial for it.
Okay,
so whenever you got it, we're going to shoot the commercial. It's free over here. We got you. We're going to make sure you have the commercial for it. Now, we come to the segment that is my favorite one. It's called Leon's Top 5. Leon was a cousin of mine that actually got killed in an 18-wheeler accident last year. So what I do is every episode, I always dedicate this segment to him. What would be the Queen's top 5 artists? It can be R&B, it can be rap, it can be gospel, it can be blues, it can be jazz, country. Who is the top 5 people that you listen to? Because remember, you dancing now. You got to be, for you dancing in heels, you got to be listening to that music. Who is the top 5 people that you listen to?
So let's go with the R&B. When it comes to Heels Out, let's say from my company. When I first started, I was doing Tank. Tank come with the sexy jams. Man. So it was Tank.
I'm just saying, man. Take it. I hate it when they actually. I think TGT would have been a real good group if they could have.
I think it could have been.
Man, that album was good to me. Underrated, but it's a real good album. So Tank is good.
I will say Beyonce. The ladies love Beyonce.
All right.
We've danced to some Chris Brown. May not be a fan of his personally, but his music is...
Well, people don't understand. People may not like what I'm finna get ready to say.
Uh-oh.
Far as embodiment in work, he has a little bit more time to grow, but I can say this. Them dance moves... That's still gonna be the next closest thing you're gonna get to Michael Jackson, whether people like that or not. Cause you know what? No, Usher did.
I would say Usher is up in there too.
Yeah, Usher, he did his thing. But if you look at some of Chris Brown moves and the things that he do, he borrows from Michael.
Oh, absolutely.
And everything he do, it's good. I'm not gonna knock. Like he do that song he got with Wayne called "Give Me That." That reminds me of Smooth Criminal. If you pay attention, it reminds you of that when he do.
There's definitely lots of it. We were watching the video the other night, and I mean, there's so many influences when it comes to the artists, especially Usher and Chris Brown. They pull from Michael Jackson heavily. They might not even really think about it anymore, but they do. You can see it clear as day.
So you got Chris Breezy.
Okay, all right. And then I would say on a different note outside of that, I would say Kendrick Lamar. I do enjoy Kendrick Lamar's music.
I was just listening to Don't Kill My Vibe. I was just listening to that earlier today. Not the one on the album, but the one they got with Jay-Z, man. I love that one, man. Kendrick Lamar, man, it's funny how he went from sitting on his daddy's shoulder, looking over at Tupac, to the man out there is making music even bigger than half of the people that's on the market right now. I love Kendrick Lamar. So, yeah, Kendrick Lamar is number 4.
And then, of course, I can't leave out of here without saying Lafayette Taylor. Lafayette Taylor got some hits out there.
You know something?
Definitely enjoy that.
You just told me something I didn't even know. I got this exclusive for you.
What?
I never knew that Lafayette. Is he a rapper, singer? Which one did he do?
He's an R&B. I ain't going to say an R&B ninja.
Okay, well, I'll put it to you like this. I'm going to have my time to actually sit down with him. I didn't even know that. They say you learn something new every day.
Learn something new every day.
And so I learned that he is an R&B singer, and I can't wait until I get him in that seat because I got some stuff that I got to drill into his head. But how can the people find you on social media?
You can Google me, Meoka McBride, Meoka McBride, McBride. You can also find me on Instagram the same way. And then heelsout.udu, odoo.com, heelsout.udu.com.
Do you have a YouTube?
I do have a YouTube channel.
Give it to him.
And I'm going to need your book for that one. But you can find me on YouTube at Heels Out, HEELS Out, Heels Out.
All right, man. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe. Make sure you follow. Do not be in. I'm real big like this when all the women come on the show, so y'all should know me. Don't be in the inbox asking for a phone number. Don't be in the inbox asking, can you go out on a date? Now, you want to book a session? Book it all day long. Ain't nobody never going to turn down no money. So, you guys, always remember, anything is possible. Thank y'all for choosing Chopping Up with Lil Ron. Until next time, we out. Peace.